Hey, everybody. Musa the Scribe, sending light, love, and healing energy to all the celestial beings of the cosmos. This will be the Draconian Breakdown Part 2. And with this video, I want to explain the architect architectural nature of the body types of the Lyrans and the Draconians. All right, so originally they were in ethereal forms, the light body forms, in their planets, the ascended forms, with the full chakra line up and everything. What they began to do was, for their planets, like the Lyrans, we'll use them first. Lush, jungle-ish island, with planets, you already have beings on the planet, that come from nature. All right. So they decided to use the form of the felines on that planet, the original lion beings of Lyra. All right. So first they went from the ethereal form to the more animalistic lion form. And over time, they began to genetically splice and experiment with other beings on their planet, other forms of natural animals and things like that, until they could start creating physical bodies for the polarity integration programming and everything. And this is just a way to live, protect, and ascend. So at first they had, they went from their ethereal form into their physical lion form. Over time, the Annunaki were introduced, and they began to interbreed. Now, the Annunaki, or the Annunaki, as people call them, they are how can I put it? They are the original humanoid body form, using that terminology so you understand. Walking upright, arms and legs, how we are, how we look. That's the Annunaki. So what they began to do is genetically splice and interbreed with the Annunaki to give them the form that we now recognize as like Bastet, Sekhmet, the more humanoid feline look. So they made it to that point, and they began to interbreed with other races. They actually live side by side with a lot of Annunaki at this point on their planet, and that's where the body form started to change and everything. And at this point, once they reached a certain size, they were able to be guardians of their own planet. They got very scientifically advanced, architecturally advanced, and things of that nature. And this story mirrors the story with the Draconians. Whenever you see that body type, similar to ours, even though they may have, feline or reptilian traits or whatever, that standing upright, arms and legs shit, that is a trait of the Annunaki. Their race has that trait. So to get that, you must interbreed. So they interbred, to take on that new form so they could be guardians of their planets. So they could go ahead and, do science and architecture, build civilizations, travel the cosmos and things like that. So that's just a basic overview of where like the architecture of the bodies changed from, because when you look up things, you'll see some forms and it's like a straight up lion, then you'll see one that's like a human body with a lion head on it and things like that. And I just wanted to give y'all the history on why that is, why those images exist. And this is why. This was over years and years of interbreeding, genetic splicing, and experimentation so they can, take on that form. Not completely getting rid of their form, but, interbreeding it with the Annunaki form. So that's how they got the humanoid-esque bodies that we know of today. And this will be the Draconian Breakdown Part 2. Mad love.